Hey everyone, Sunday, October 19, 2014. I'm at my front yard, and today I want to show you one of my goji berry. Goji berry originally came from China, and it's harvested and heavily cultivated in China for hundreds of years. They use it for cooking, and of course in many of the traditional herbal medicine. And the flowers right now is blooming, so you can see the flower. It's kind of purple, beautiful purple flowers, purplish flowers. And the berries it's orange red. You can see here. Now this is a little kind of small, the berry. Here's another shot. The clumps here. So the flower is quite loaded with flowers. My camera can pick that up. This plant was planted here last year. Originally I had it in a container, but then when I moved out here I just planted anyway. And it's right underneath, next to this giant palm tree. You can see here, so big here. This is a huge palm tree, and of course behind that's a loquat, and then of course it's my neighbor yard. Several observations I made, I noticed about this plant. One is that it's really a magnet for bees. For whatever reason, bees just love these flowers. Now I have passion fruit on the other side, loaded with flowers as well. But bees tend to gravitate toward this plant for some reason. As you can see here, look at that, there's a lot of bees here. So eventually I will try to either propagate this plant or buy some more and plant it throughout my garden, because it really attracts a lot of bees. And in October, and bees still kind of working hard to get the nectar from this plant. So this is really a good plant to grow. Also, if you plant them in a shady spot, this plant tends to attract somewhat of a fungus or mildew, as you can see here from my experience. Like I said, I had it in a container in the past, so it attracts some mildew. You can see here, and the plant, some of the leaf will die out and it will regrow. And this plant is quite tough. It's very drought tolerant. I didn't even water very much at all. Pretty much this plant was left to its own defense, without any water, without any caring. But just finally, within about a month ago, I started to kind of apply some compost and water a little bit. And as you can see, it started flowering beautifully. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's flowers. The berry is quite tiny though. Right now, it's really tiny. Goji berries, the berry is not as big as any other, raspberry or blueberry. It's a little bit smaller. It's almost about tip the size of my little pinky right here. As you can see the berry here. This is quite small actually. It should be a little bigger. It's similar to the wolfberry, whatever berry that people was telling me. But this is a true goji berry from China. Okay, so as you can see here, I see a lot of signs of powdery mildew here. Again, I don't spray this plant, I just leave it. Eventually the leaf will die off and it will regrow again, new growth. It tends to spread out. So I don't know if this is a clump and eventually it will propagate itself. So hopefully I'll get some more plant out of this and plant them somewhere else. So it'll be more productive. Maybe on the other side of the garden, you can see here more sunny spot. And maybe also outside here in the front. They make beautiful year-round kind of bushy plant with a beautiful purplish, kind of beautiful little bush to have around. Not very, noticeable, but it sure serves its purpose by attracting a lot of bees. Okay, so this is goji berry, and please post a comment, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.